Hey everybody, Doug here from 2 Plus Stuff, and I thought we would do something fun. So the last time I did one of these videos where I was hanging out, playing more time, I don't know, it did pretty well. People seemed to be at least fairly interested in it, and so I thought we would try that one again. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I did go ahead and start a new warband. I do really enjoy my Sisters of Sigmar, and that is the main warband that I play. And I do really well at it. The thing is it can be a bit repetitive because it's a lot of melee stuff. So that's kind of the one where I'm really focusing on getting through the narrative. Like there's actually like story-driven missions, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of grindy. It's a lot of melee. So I thought we would try something a little bit more fun, a little bit more dynamic, and that is why I grabbed the Undead expansion here. And we're going to have ourselves a little bit of fun. You get my chords situated here. If someone can just tell me that all of the audio and visuals working, that the music and the stuff isn't too loud, it really helps me out. It looks like everything's good on my end. So yeah. So I have here, I literally just started to make sure it was working. So see, Spezia's putting together a bunch of ghouls. All right. Well, let's see if we can get ourselves a ghoul here. Hey, look at that. We can hire a bunch. He is a henchman now. So here's our hero. We got what? Benjamin Vladimirescu. Let's do that. I'm not so sure I'm going to keep him with a bow. I've played against the vampires. And they do pretty stinking well. Let's see. They got the same. So what I'm doing, if anyone's curious, I'm just kind of looking at their stats, seeing what each variant of undead is good at. So we can do this. I'm just going to talk about more time for a little bit, and then once I get things situated, we can talk about whatever. So if you have any questions or you want to chat about anything, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I have it pulled up to the right so I can see it. This guy's all about just being a bruiser, right? Got his highest skills that he goes up to is in toughness and strength, so he's just going to get in there and just whack people as hard as he can. And weapon skill. So yeah, that represents all of that. So he's they're both melee, but they're different kinds. Whereas you can see this melee variant, he's agile, so he can dodge attacks a little bit better. Let's see. He has, honestly, I kind of dig the zombie a little bit more. If I'm super honest, let's get 2 zombies and we'll do a ghoul just to see what he's like. There we go. I think the ghoul has access to more equipment, and that's why. So let's see here. The game audio could be louder. Okay. Yes. We already know. We'll try that. Make sure that's good. Oh, before going any further. Every time I change a setting in the game, it like resizes the window I have it in. So give me just a hot second here. You shrink it back down so I can actually see the chat on the right. All right. Dice Must Flow. What game is this? This is Mordheim, City of the Damned, a very turn-based tactical game of the old world where everybody's fighting in the cities. So let's see. I already know all this. I don't know. There's no setting to like turn off all of the really annoying stuff. So this guy, he can wear just about anything as far as armor goes. We can see what he's allowed to wear over here. He can wield an axe, dagger, hammer, hair, spear. Okay. I'm trying to think of what he would be the best at. So basically the way the undead works, from what I understand, we're going to figure this out, is the other guys are all chumps and the vampires are like incredible, just crushing it. And so, yeah, that's the whole deal with him. If he goes down, generally the warband will break because he's like the sole source of leadership and that kind of stuff. That's about it. Let's see. Just gonna look and see at his inventory. We got nothing because we just started. That's okay. Ooh, let's see. Let's change what he looks like. What is he gonna look like? Oh, it just changes his little vest. I like that one. Let's go with that. It is cool because, like, even though obviously one of the biggest appeals of miniatures games is like the ability to customize things. The truth of the matter is they have a really pretty in-depth ability to customize like the way your appearance of your warriors, and so it's kind of fun. It's like, you know, it's not like painting, but it's customization, so you can make it a little more fun. Let's see, what are your skills? Your ballistic skill is not bad. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try the bow. Why not? What else can you do? Ah, he can't use a gun. That's a bummer. Kind of wanted to use a rifle. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're just going to jump in. So we got 2 normal, average. We're going to go with the one that's doesn't have us spread everywhere. I wish Seraphon and stuff were in here. That'd be kind of fun. They're coming to Warcry, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I've personally always liked the Humies. Their shooting is super fun. I bet. I haven't actually tried it. Okay, so we are the ones who are defending the wagon. If you didn't read the mission description, basically, we're deployed in this little area, and the enemy is scattered with to 3 points around us. And so this is one where... Okay, I got to come up with a plan. Let me think about my plan. I think what I'm going to do is send a dude like right up front there to grab this weird stone. And then we're all going to move south, and this is going to be our little killing pit because I want to get all of this too. We gotta start raking it in. So I think that's the plan. I do believe the vampire moves the most, so having him out front is probably not a bad idea. The only thing about this game that gets tedious is like when you're choosing the different spots. Oh, it's perfect. You can see it right there. And since we're going to be moving south afterwards, I want to have everybody as much as I can in this little corridor. Perfect. Now, the nice thing is this is turn-based, and so I can actually hang out in the chat and engage with you all, so I'm happy about that. Seraphon is coming to Warcry. We will see you on the 14th. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I know Ash from Guerrilla Miniature Games did a review. Someone told me that Seraphon were going to be there. So, I hope so. If I'm honest, like, I want a reason to buy a bunch of lizards, to be perfectly honest with you. I like the army. Actually, we're going to... back up. Here it is. Sometimes they're so small you can't even see them. Yeah, they're coming, but cards won't be released for a bit. Oh, that's fine. As long as you get the book, you know. Those size of books, even like the General's Handbook and all that stuff, they don't seem to be too cumbersome. Plus, honestly, if I already have a book out, like, my cards just get shifted around everywhere. Question, do you have a favorite vampire bloodline? I don't, actually. I don't know much about the old world. And I talk about this all the time, where it's just like I came into Fantasy Battles in the last 8 to 10 months that it was around. I don't actually remember the exact time. But let's see. Sorry, I had a message, make sure it wasn't important. So I don't really know. I had enough time to learn about... Oh no, this turd's in the way. Oh no, he's not. Okay. I I had enough time to learn about some of the High Elf stuff, which is the army that I was playing at the time, but not enough time to really dig into really anything else, to be honest with you. I read the Sundering series, which is pretty much the only book series I got to. And sadly, that's about it. Okay. Oh, this guy's my fastest mover. I thought it was the other dude. Oh, crap. We found one of them. Bomber. Let's see. Sorry, I got quiet there. I'm contemplating what to do. Because I could shoot him. Well, that isn't where we started. Yeah, we're good. So I'll get to move before him. Okay, cool. So yeah, Apathy Kitten, thank you so much for your kindness. You're just the most generous person. My goodness. You make me blush. By the way, I ordered Mod Tribe's half of Feast of Bones. Sweet, that's a great set. It's just a really good mix of models. I really like it. Ooh, we can shoot twice. Okay. I was thinking he'd be bad with a bow, but he's not at all. Hey, it's a Flesh Eater Court. It is. It is a one. Well, I have one ghoul. Yes. Arbiter Jim says, I miss the old world. Had better storytelling than Age of Sigmar. I will definitely say it felt very concrete. And actually, I've had very, I don't want to say limited interest in the old world. Like, certainly some parts of it definitely appealed to me, but it's been stoked more since playing this game, which is interesting because when I ask most folks, they'd be like, oh, so you're really excited for example, like Total War. It's like, well, I like Total War. But to be honest, like, for some reason, this game, it just connected with me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm excited now. For some reason, I think just the concreteness of, like, this city feels, like, lived in. I don't know. It was really nice. It was refreshing. I was wondering what this game reminded me of. Or it's like Valkyria Chronicles. Yeah, I'm told that it's reminiscent of several like tactics style games, and I think that's awesome because it's my favorite genre. Like I don't play competitive. I don't play against anybody else. Yeah, this is the kind of jam that I enjoy. Now, if I go too much further, I'm going to trigger this guy to come attack me, and we don't want that. So we'll just do this. Both are great. Played Fantasy for almost 20 years. AOS gives that sense of adventure. I will say, yeah, the sense of adventure that you get from exploring places and stuff is really quite spectacular. Let's see, where are we at? Can we fit around this guy? No, there's just not enough room. This stupid zombie's too slow. That's okay. We got more guys over here than him. I feel pretty good. And the vampire's coming around the corner, so we're good to go. Applicant, planning on becoming a patron. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to do something cool. If anyone's curious with the Patreon, I took a poll just on ways that I could just engage more and get people's opinions on like what they'd like to see. And so I'm going to be doing a weekly to bi-weekly series of just like behind the scenes stuff of just meeting people, hanging out. This last week I showed everyone my setup. like the programs and stuff like that I use, and just chatted about that. And I don't know, people seem to like it, so that is the plan right now. I don't actually know. Let's see, so that guy already attacked, but the other guy is not. So we want to kill him before he hurts anybody else. Booyah! And now I can go into this guy, because vampires are dope. So basically, whenever he walks up to somebody, they have to take what's called a terror test, and that is just, are you too busy crapping your pants to fight a vampire? and it's always been the hardest part about fighting the vampires is like, you know, once your guys, you know, all my guys are obviously melee focused because they were Sisters of Sigmar when I was playing them. And so it's just, it becomes hard mode when everyone's too scared to attack. Ooh, that guy's savage with the pick. Let's see. Just the scale of AOS turned me off. You know, the scale of it did turn me off. Not did turn me off. I mean, I started this channel pretty soon after AOS launched. But what I will say is that, like, the scale of it was intimidating at first because it felt like it was too big to get a meaningful story. But they've really reined that in. And stuff like the Cities of Sigmar, I think, has really helped. And as much as there's other parts of the realms I want to explore, the fact that we've taken so much time to really dive into places like Shyish, but I think that has really helped me significantly when it comes to like really grasping. You know, I do. One of the things I really wish they would do is more of those stories that are just like about a single city. Like the oh, what's a good example? Like the what are they called? Not the Witch Hunter. Callous & Toll is a very well grounded. Like if you're somebody who likes the old world, Callous & Toll is actually a great series to like dive into because something just fell over. Oh, I dropped my painting handle. I fell off the side of the shelf there. Okay, we're just gonna take all the stuff that we can. But Arbiter Jim, you know, not every story is going to appeal you. That's all right. That is totally all right. Sorry, I'm a lover of fluff. Hey, man, you came to the right guy. I understand. Oh, dang. I did not expect it to be that easy. So basically what happened was we broke their army. They must have spread out too far so that none of their leadership bonuses were applying, so just because we got two of them in one round, they freaked out and ran. That was unexpected, but I'm glad I was able to get over there and get some of that warpstone. That's the thing, like, you know, Arbiter Jim, you're saying you're a lover of fluff. I mean, so am I. It's what the channel's about. But there's also nothing wrong with saying you like one thing over the other. That's totally fine. I also really like 40K, but I like AOS more. Let's see. Didn't lose a dude. I love it. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Look at this. Rolling in the dough. Now here's where my immersion breaks with this game. You ready? After every battle, you have to pay your warband. Why am I paying a zombie? I mean, I kind of get the ghoul. Maybe they can have their own little economy. Why am I paying a zombie? Someone that I arose from the dead. What kind of medical bills does he have? Lethis. Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, I would love to see the city of Lethis. Can't wait for the AOS RPG. The fantasy one was responsible for a lot of fantasy's lore and deeper background. I didn't know that. I had never played it, but that sounds awesome.
A new shipment has
Okay, we got 10 days to accumulate how much? 75 pounds of weird stone. We've already got 27. We can do that, especially if we keep crushing it like we just did. Each warband applies in a wide arc from their wagons, and one warband divides into 3 strike teams while the others scatter randomly. Nah, we want to be around the wagon. Keep ourselves together. There's so much strength in keeping your guys keeping your team together. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like one of the things that I've noticed when AOS dropped, there are a lot of players who were really into the lore that became very aggravated for many obvious reasons. I think part of it was the change, obviously, but also just the way the company rolled it out. I'm just going to say that. The reason I bring that up is because it's funny to see some of those content creators have to like walk back their stances just a bit, you know, as AOS gain more popularity and they want to keep up with what's popular in gaming. Whereas I'm someone who had no real ties to the old world, but I've never been someone who crapped on it. You know, I mean, there are some Age of Sigmar people that are like, the old world was dumb, it wasn't selling. It's like, no, it wasn't dumb. Like, people love it, and it was around for 20 years for a reason. It's just they needed to take it in a different direction, and that's what they did. Oh wait, there's treasure right there. Oh, there sure is. I think I'm going to start in this region, and then we're going to make a mad dash to the right. We got to get this weird stone, and from there we can do whatever we want. So let's plan on that. I'm going to have him start here right next to the treasure. Yeah, we'll do that. So he's not like literally on top of it. But yeah, so I don't know. That's why I've always been striving to be like very positive, because you never know. Things change. Now all those people who crapped on the old world are like, oh crap, it's coming back. No, that's the vampires got that one. Trying to figure out where that weird stone is. So it's right there on the map. Oh, that might be... No, there's multiple things in here. Oh, there it is. It's all the way at the top. I'm actually not a huge fan of when they have you deploy in a building, because it just takes you forever to figure out where you're trying to be. And the order in which they have these things, these little markers, doesn't always quite make sense. Yeah, we'll start him there by his buddy. Okay. People are allowed to change their opinions and stuff. Oh yeah, I mean, that's the thing. But you're absolutely right. People are allowed to change their opinions. The problem is when you stoke so much anxiety and hate over something, and then you have to backtrack a little bit. It's, you know, you are allowed to change, just like I am allowed to change. But it gets much harder when you cultivate we'll say a following of people all centered around hating one thing. Does that make sense? Because at that point, you're just trying to steer a ship. Give you a case and example. If you watch like Arch Warhammer, who was very outspoken on not liking AOS when it launched, which is a totally valid opinion. Not knocking that at all. He did a video like, it was a couple months ago, about seeing if AOS has improved, kind of like catching up on it and seeing what the game is like now. And saying, in his video, he was actually very positive. He was just like, it's come a long way. Things have changed quite a bit. It's something that is now like a setting worth exploring and that kind of stuff. And that's all awesome. This guy's going to do a cannonball off a 3rd-story building. So, hey, yep. Which is great. But then if you look at the comments, he spent so long building an atmosphere of dislike for that game that, I don't know, it just became, you could just see the tension between someone personally wanting to change their opinions, but they've created this ship that's moving one direction. I never wanted to be like that. That's why the most spicy I've ever been is saying I wanted to punch Rob Symes in the face, and even that was an absolute joke that he got, not everybody else got. Drives me nuts when people stubbornly refuse to reevaluate. Yeah, I tend to agree. I've made many a reevaluation in my life, and it's just hard. It's hard to do, and it's hard to not backtrack. That's not the right word. Although you're often accused of it, but just to say like I changed, I've had that same thing happen as far as reevaluating and changing your life and that kind of stuff. Everything from religion to politics and all this stuff. I mean, it's been a long, strange trip, friends. Now we've got to figure out where I think the warp stone is usually. I feel like it's always where it's least convenient, so that's probably going to be the 2nd floor. Aha! I was right. Where's the next set? Okay, so we're actually facing. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to cut under that building that I'm staring at right now. Right, we'll go into there and we'll grab all of this. And if we're still alive, we're going to start moving upward into this boat area. It's like a boat with a scaffolding built around it. It's kind of cool looking. There's a whole bunch here, but I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. This is always how, whenever I'm playing this game, I plan it out. It's just like, okay, we're going to get the band together, right? The whole war band has to move as a unit. And then we all have to just basically pick a direction. And so in a perfect world, we would hit these and then snake up to grab these. But the thing is like this stretch right here is a long one because the whole time our opponent is moving. Well, I guess he's probably in these buildings, if I'm honest. Because you're in a white arc around your cart. So yeah. I remember how clunky this game was when it first released. Oh man, I honestly, I'm so bummed that it took me, I think it's been out for like 4 or 5 years now, so long to find it. Because like, I have been more into this game in the last week than I have been into a video game in a very long time. So I'm super bummed. I wish I was doing it more when it first came out. And it's weird how, well, I guess it's not that weird. I was gonna say it's weird how few YouTubers and Twitch streamers and that kind of stuff talk about it. But one, it's now older, right? And you gotta get that Fortnite for those views. But also, turn-based games aren't for everybody, especially, if you are doing streaming. Like this is not a quick action game, right? This is planning things out and turn-based, and it revolves around stuff, and it's RNG, so random number generators. So like, you could have this. I have a great plan right now, and it could just all fall to pieces the second I run into the enemy because the numbers crap on me. So someone who's a miniature wargamer who understands that sometimes you just roll all ones. I am super cool with that. But someone who's all about like, clicks per second and speed and skill and acumen and like perfectly setting up your character on like a shooting game is not going to enjoy this at all. This will be a grind. I did find it hilarious that you thanked me for a rules correction while I wasn't here, by the way. The guy's name wasn't even close to mine. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. He must have said it was some snark. I just assume everyone who's snarky is Omni. I don't remember that. You mentioned it before in the Discord. I was like, sometimes when I'm streaming, I just say stuff. Let's see. Have I even seen any of them yet? No, I haven't. Where are they? So here's the problem: is I don't want to just throw my vampire out front, like too far. Tell you what, because we can always go backwards. Let me peek up. Man, I still don't see them. They're unlikely to jump down from up there to get me, so I feel pretty confident grabbing this. And we'll move backwards as much as possible so that we can get reinforced. The nice thing about this little structure here is that the sides are blocked off, so they can't really flank me in the same way as they could otherwise. Wartime is pretty brutal, right? Does it allow save games at all? Yes and no. So every time you complete a game, you go back to your like warband thing when you're doing all your like power-ups and that kind of junk. When you're like assessing your fighters and that kind of thing. And at that point, the game autosaves. If I want to quit this game right now, right, I can save and quit, but it'll pick me up right back in here, or I can opt to lose, in which case I suffer all the penalties for losing, which is not good, because it basically counts as like everyone either died or ran away, which is not great. Not great for you at all. Let's see. We're going to have him go over here. I'm just going to wrap around the building and see if he can... My thought is if someone comes down from that tower thing, he should be able to see him. So, you know, it does autosave like your progress in the campaign, but you are locked into the campaign. By that I mean if you cancel a game, you suffer a huge loss, and it's not good at all. And you can't go backward. You can't be like, oh, that was a bad game, I totally sucked, and back it up and all of something like that. So that I like it. The stakes are super high. I think it's a blast. Okay, so we're fighting the witch hunters. Little ghoul's adorable. Okay, so let me think about this. So we're right at the beginning of our turn priority. And we know that based on this thing up here at the top with the blue symbols, then it goes to the red symbol, we know that we get the next few activations to reposition ourselves. So we could hunker down in our current position and really set up like this perfect bulwark. But it's just the one guy. No, but they all deployed together, so they're all around here. Okay, we're going to set up a little... We're going to be the Admiral Akbar of the old world and set up a little trap. And yeah, the ghoul is amazing. Although, I believe it's the same company that is making the new Necromunda game. We'll throw him over here. A sneaky one, so if they come too far forward, a guy from the side they can't shoot will walk up and punch him in the face. Because witch hunters have guns. And that's good to be aware of. Same thing for him right here. Little trap. Little trapper risky. Yeah, so the same company is making that, and if they make it half as well, like, I will be so ecstatic. Because I have been adoring this game, and I've really been enjoying Necromunda, like just actually playing the game. I love the miniatures and that kind of stuff, of course. So he's going to be my little sacrificial lamb. He's going to sit out right here. I don't want to pull me further away. So this alleyway is where we're going to do or die. And I can actually see up the top, if you look at the very tip of the stairwell, you can see his next guy is up there. So we're actually going to have him reload and overwatch again. So next time the next guy comes in that stairwell, because it's a nice little funnel, he'll get another pot shot. Nate says, I've come to find that AOS actually has a strength in narrative over fantasy, mainly in the player-made stories made during games. There's just extra space. Yeah, that's super fair. I mean, part of it is, to me, is that it's because the rule set is less cumbersome. I feel like it's not that I tell better stories, it's that I'm more mentally free to be able to remember them and experience them. Our little trap worked perfect, by the way. That's okay. You can punch the zombie all day long. I don't care. Boom. Reset the trap, because now the rest of his team's going to come. Let's make sure there's no traps around here on the ground. So yeah, I don't necessarily say that's better storytelling enabled, but I do feel like I personally just mentally have the breathing room to enjoy it a little bit more. And that is a very personal experience that I'm describing there, where it's like there's no wrong answer. If someone disagrees, that's 100% accurate for them as well. So, but you know, the less rules in a game, the more I get to enjoy it. So, which is not everyone's cup of tea, you know. Ooh, there's the next victim. Actually, does he have any items? What's he carrying? Nothing. Okay. Got to get all this junk off the bodies because I got to make some monies because we just started. And I don't want to reach too far out of my little safety zone because I do have that guy with a bow up there that he can come down and fire if he needs to. So we're actually just going to stay in ambush. Ready for the next victim. He made the mistake of spreading out too far. Ooh. Okay. So where is he? Oh, he's up there. I don't like you being behind my, I like how this huge crucified dude does not affect my visibility at all. It's 100% just fine. I think it'd be a bigger problem if someone came up the backside of this. Now, also in theory, so basically the game has like an initiative system. So you just determine who's going last and that kind of stuff. So heavier armed warriors will always go last and that kind of stuff because you're slower and you're bigger. What am I going to do? I'm just going to move forward a smidge and see if there's anybody else out here. Looks like it's just him. 3, 4, 5. We took out one of his guys. We should have 4 left. So there's one more on his team that we don't know where they are. It must be his leader. Give me just a second here. I'm pulling an Ed Sheeran and I'm thinking out loud. Delay. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to delay. So basically, I want to let these guys come down, and then I want to pounce them. Homeboy's going to set up right here, ambush. So the second they come down, the ghoul's going to whack him in the face. I'm more worried about the 2 guys on the rooftop than I am anything else. So he's going to do the same thing. Because that Flagellant, he's cool, but they die to a stiff breeze. They're made of paper. And he's going to maintain ambush, so he will tie up the Flagellant if he tries to flank me. And he will delay again. Again, we're waiting for the guys to come off the hill. And I don't actually care if he hits him now. He's just engaged. That's all that matters to me. Oh, this guy's been shooting like a master. Let's see. I'm following your guys' conversation here about the lore, and I love it, to be honest with you. In particular, I would also really love it if Lethis was really given the full treatment in a White Dwarf article. I mean, honestly, what I'd really love is I just want an art book. I want a book that's just like, here's what cities look like, right? And give me this. I want this exact thing that you see on the screen. Like, I want it all for city stuff. Oh, the turd never came down, so we're just going to kill this guy. Hey. King Bread says, what's up? What's up, dude? I assume, dude. I assume if you were a lady, you would be Queen Bread. As long as they're not all the same old stock Empire models. Oh, for... Didn't some of the old fantasy roleplay books cover how cities looked? I don't actually know. I've never looked at them, but that's a cool idea. I'd be down if they did. Kind of want to finish this guy off and avenge my zombie. Isn't there a pop star now called King Princess? I have never heard of that. That sounds ridiculous. King Princess. It's just... Why do you need 2 qualifying titles? I don't get it. Okay, well, this little creepy Igor guy is like... Deadeye Sniper. I love him. Yeah, a new round has started. It's tough. Like, I do want AOS stuff to feel distinct for sure, but I also understand they need to, on some level, appeal to their their fan base just a smidge when it comes to other stuff. As far as like, you know, if someone has an old Empire army, you can reasonably do something with it. That kind of thing. He still is a guy we have just not seen. Where's this mystery dude? There's no sense in running the vampire around because he can't carry anything else. So he'll just stand there and be scary. Apathy Kitten, Doug, what would your ideal Maw tribe be? I think if I was ever going to come up with one... Actually, do you have room in your inventory? You don't. If I was going to make a Maw tribe, I think I would have it be... I think in Ghiran, because I love the way in the Beast Claw Raider lore that like what the beasts actually eat goes into their tusks, like it affects them, makes them look different. So if they eat metal, they have a metallic kind of tusk and that kind of thing. And so I want like jade in my stuff. So yeah, I think a Ghiran one that just really focuses on making them look very vibrant and colorful. Different kinds of fur colors. I think that'd be really cool. That'd be my favorite. Omniphage says he should be wearing practical outfit with cargo pants. Oh, yeah. You tell me Boss Hog can't shoot that guy, but he can shoot through the cross at the other one? Here we go. Let's see. But yeah, that'd be if I so I actually held my finger over the trigger on a Maw Tribe's army before, and it was just you know, Brent was getting into it on you know, when the Feast of Bones came out, because it was a huge set. It was just perfect for him. I was like, okay. Is that guy really just going to stand there? Well, that champion is the only thing keeping his army together, so I'm not really worried about him, if I'm honest with you. I kind of just want to walk away and go get some Weirdstone. just peace. I think I might actually do that. Because he doesn't want to come down and play. Oh, wait. Forgot to see if I can't remember if my zombie had anything on him. Oh, I need that cluster. Okay. We'll figure that out. We're doing good. We're doing good. This is actually going swimmingly. I find that I find personally that... Do you have any room in your inventory? Nope, you're also full. I'm carrying all this treasure. I find personally that I like play styles where I have an army of chumps that I don't care about, and then like a heavy hitter who just goes in there with an iron fist and is just a madman. The only issue generally with that being that if if that fist doesn't work, all of a sudden everything falls apart. Can he jump down 4 feet? He can. He sticks the landing. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now we're pretty sure that guy's going to hop down, but there's no way that he would have enough range to make it down and then all the way over and land a charge. My assumption, he's not like an Uberman. Let's see. How close are we? Oh, we're getting so close. Well, the vampire can't carry anything, so we're just going to move up as far as we can. And at this point, this is all just a bonus, right? Now we're just trying to stay alive so that my archer guy, who's the only guy with inventory room, can reach this point and collect this stuff. Because that's where we're at right now. I'm so dead set that we're going to just smoke this guy. I'm not even worried about it. But we still got to keep everyone together because they're one guy left alive. It is their tank, so that's kind of a big deal. I say one guy who matters, because even though there are more people, their resolve will break pretty much immediately. Look at that little guy run. Yeah. They're not sprinters. Is he even coming after me anymore? Kind of looks like he's just hanging out on that hill. I mean, the AI is not usually that dumb. And since the archer guy is going to make it to that treasure this round, I might as well go backward and just kill the guy. Why not? I was so worried about them being on my tail, because usually like the computer is like, it's pretty on you. And your inventory's full, right? Yep, full to the brim. Okay, well, we'll just kill this guy with overwhelming numbers then. And you... That's right, you're the boy who's going up here and getting all this. I love new zombie models. Oh, yeah. I want a zombie kit that's just a bunch of different creatures, too. Like, I want, like, Dwarden zombies. I want... what else do I want? Orc zombies. Oh, yeah. If they really push themselves, they could have an immense amount of fun with that kit. Watch, he's going to pop out of a corner and just smoke this guy now that I left him by himself for one turn.
A new round has started.
That's so strange. I've never played a game where, like, I guess they are coming this way. They are coming towards me. They're just doing it in the derpiest way possible. There you is. So in this game, there's everything's about give and take. Okay, so right now I have the option to charge him. It's an AI Omni, but the AI is not usually this dumb. To be honest with you, like, I get smoked by it all the time. It's just strange. But I've also never played in this part of the map where. Oh, should have seen that coming. This part of the map where the walls are so high. Maybe that's contributing to it. I don't know. I'm probably going to lose this because I'm an idiot and I got restless. That's a distinct possibility. Yeah, little guy. Little gremlin. Is your vampire getting his butt kicked? Currently. Can zombies climb? Yes, but they suck at it. Let's see. So we need to get down there and up a gantry. My goodness. Okay. So what you're watching right now is a YouTuber make what's called a tactical error. In a perfect world, that knight would get scared because now he's completely surrounded and he's fighting a vampire and would lose some of his effectiveness. Okay, cool. I'm feeling good about this again. Oof. This knight is savage. Okay, let me think about this. This is a bad spot. Not gonna lie to you. So my thought is maybe I shouldn't. If I get the zombie in there, right, because I can take that little spot right there, then I won't be able to get this guy in. And he is not bad. He's also one of my heroes, so I can have him like... You should have shot him first. I put 2 rounds into him. He's just super heavily armored. Yeah, We're gonna go for it, and he's gonna try and shoot. But yeah, the bigger issue is he's just like armored to the max. Okay, I don't think he would be able to make it anyway, so that's alright. Oh, and then he's gonna kill my vampire, I know it. That's okay. I'm not worried about it.
Your warband morale is critically low. A new round has started.
Oh, I failed the route check. Oh, bummer. I was so cocky too. I was feeling good.
Have you cheated your grave so long only to fail in the final hour?
I don't need your guff. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, he lost an arm. I love it. But, let's see. Oh, good. My zombie returned. Super fortunate. Open wound. Okay, okay. Severed arm recovery time 5 days. So now here's the question, okay? We got to pay for his treatment. That's fine. Should we fire him? Because if we fire him, we can hire a different vampire with 2 arms and start over. And he hasn't gained a level yet. I think that's the right move. Yeah. And also, I'm going to deck him out differently. Let's do that. I do actually won't have time for another full game, but let's get him sorted. What can you use? 2 arms is greater than 1. Thanks for the math. I kind of want him to have an axe. Mace, spear, sword, great axe. A store. Yeah, that's what I needed because so he was having trouble getting through the armor, so that's what it was. What's a sword do? Sword's also better for me. Let's go with an X. We'll throw some lighter armor on you, probably because you're important. That's a good idea. I should have done that the first time. You got nothing in the store. Do we need a helmet? I don't plan on doing many spells. I kind of want him to be like a melee hammer in the back. So yeah, we'll throw. Look at that. Look at that sick looking helmet. I love it. Should have done this before. Okay. Don't know why I'm paying zombie. Actually, yeah, we gotta pay him anyway. What's your injury? What's wrong with you? Crippling damage to the warrior's nervous system. This injury reduces accuracy and its maximum by 1. Sorry, ghoul. We're gonna get another ghoul though. They do have a lot more movement. It's so weird. So like there must be a stat that I'm not seeing. I feel like they have much more movement. The nice thing is they're all immune to fear. Don't worry, we got another one, and we're gonna put some love into this guy. Let's customize him. Maybe we can customize his loincloth. Is that about it? No, I like the spikes in his hair. Ooh, spiky back. There we go. There we go. Boom. There we go. Yeah, love for the ghoul. That's cool looking. Little blood red armor. Oh, give me a red cape. There we go. I don't know what that's for. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doug, why are we watching you dress characters? It's like, because this is like watching me paint. Boom. I always found the female version of Vampire scarier. I don't know how to... if there's a way to change... No, I don't really see one. But I agree. Yeah, their literal like stances, their poses, I think always look cooler as the females. They just look more imposing. He's just standing there like, what? And I think after seeing all this, I kind of want to kit him out for melee, honestly. Oh god, his leadership's 1. That's so bad. What does the mace do? Hit chance goes up. Yeah. Agility's not that great. That brings his parry up to what? 34. Still higher than his dodge. Okay. I kind of hate his hair. I'm sorry. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time. There we go. Much better. I'm tired of the weird, not emo looking thing. Da da da. They all get shorts. Yeah, they're all wearing man-prees in the background. All right, that's it. We failed that one, man. That was 100% my fault. What we got next? Might scout for another. Bummer. That's not a big reward when we're searching for so much. Aren't dregs mainly there as a cheap sentient hero to balance out the vampire? Oh, yeah, they're a little more multifaceted. You know what's great about Fletcher Quartz? The bonus Vampire Lord. Agreed. Let's see. I'm hesitant to play anything hard because I just got my butt kicked.
You spread your warband to ransack the nearby houses. Just as your warriors are starting to explore the buildings, however, an enemy
Ooh, I'm scattered and he gets to come in force. That's not great. Oh, but what is great is that all the warpstone in the entire mission is right here for Doug. So Senior Deep Pockets here is going to... So I wish there was a way, if I could design this game and like tell them an improvement that they could make for Necromunda, is the fact that there's no super easy way to like tell where you're... Ooh, that was right there next to it. Easy way to tell where you're deploying. You just kind of have to like wing it, like keep checking spots. And I wish there was a way to go to this map and be like, there. Like just, you know, choose your spot remotely from the map screen. So you're facing it? Yeah. So with this mission, where's my cart? Oh, the cart's right here. Oh, freaking awesome. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everyone rush down here, grab all the warpstone they can, throw it in the cart so that even if everybody dies, or if most people die, I don't lose it because it's not on their inventory. So that is the plan. Yeah, he can walk right down that little entryway and get it. Where's this? Now, you'll notice that like now I'm deploying my Lord last, and that's because now he's wearing armor, and I think axes slow down your initiative, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why he's deploying later, so he'll actually activate later as well. Where's this? We can get closer than that. I don't want to be in the giant building. That's not bad. I can live with that. Hi, Doug. How's everything going for you? It's going really well. Just about to kick some tail. That's what I said last time, but you know. The only thing you wanted from Carrion Empire was the Arch Regent. He's a cool model. Does cool things, I hear. I've never actually... have I actually played against one? I think I have. Yeah, because I played against Jax before. Okay, so now we're going to run to the cart. Our little bank. And so this is the fun thing where like some of these missions, even though there's not like a ton of weird stone, there's enough. What's interesting though is that like the little like narrative segment made it seem like we were the ones who were scattered, but no, it said we were investigating a building. So I'm assuming that our opponent is probably in a group. Have Jack's Flesh Eater Courts ever been on Regal for Link once? No, they have not. The main reason, if I'm not mistaken, is that they were sent out to be commission painted and that never fully happened. I don't know. I think the project just fell by the wayside and they weren't in a rush for it, so... Only once. So I used his, oh yeah, maybe it wasn't that siege battle. I used his, he had like a painted, the zombie dragon on, I don't think it was a Gulgion zombie dragon. I don't know what it was. I used something like that at one point. During a, like I had him in as a mercenary when that book first dropped, Forbidden Power. It was a Terrorgeist, thank you. Yeah, it was when Forbidden Power came out. It was cool. It wasn't like blown away with overwhelming power, although he did fail like a really simple charge and it was very depressing. Nice thing is, by the time they get to me, we should be able to get all of this warpstone locked in the trailer. Which is real nice. Fought versus a Manticore, your skull-faced one. See? I don't remember. I have a terrible memory. That's the thing. I don't remember any of the videos that I make. I just... I've on several occasions, I have rewatched my own videos because I don't remember what I said about something. For those of you who aren't on the Discord, you won't know, but I actually set up a deal to grab basically an entire squig army. So apparently I play squigs now. Hey Doug, have you played any Warcry with you or someone had a monster? Nope, I haven't, but we're doing a campaign locally where I will. So that is definitely in the works. What I need to do is figure out what monster I want to do. Now that I have the squigs, I'm kind of thinking, I'm leaning towards the Arachnarok because it can just be another big mounted thing. It's kind of my thought. Yeah. Ooh, they done messed up. So Skaven have terrible bravery, right? Makes sense, they're Skaven. You know him, you love him. And he made the mistake of putting his hero dude up front. Now, unfortunately, that does mean I'm kind of backed up. I was expecting one more turn to be able to... I'm kind of worried he's going to come over the ramp here. Most importantly, I still want him to pin down my Vampire Lord, because then I'm in trouble. Have you found any neutral monsters while playing Mordheim? Neutral monsters. I'm not sure I understand. Neutral. Nope. From what I understand, there are none. What is that little rat? Well, so I'm trying to think. I want to kill this guy because getting rid of his leadership, like that, getting his morale out of the way, would be super beneficial. But I don't want to just throw my vampire out there all willy-nilly. We saw how that worked. I'm just going to have him go to the side just in case they flank me. There are monsters that don't belong to either warband. I have never... never encountered one, no. Boom, look at that crit. Okay, and that guy with the spear is going to come at me next time. That's okay. This zombie guy is going to be my little chaff wall, because they think that they trap me in here, but I've trapped them, because now their little butts are pinned. Yeah, we'll go for him, because I really don't want to... don't want to leak. So I was going to go around the building and do basically the same thing, but I don't want to have my vampires like out there, his back open to everything.
A new round has started.
Nah, it's okay. Kind of a bummer, but we're going to make it. That ran so far. Yeah, so that's the big advantage to Skaven, is their ability to just like travel huge distances. And they do quite a bit of damage on the charge. Like that guy with the spear, he came into that ghoul and did super good, but from here going forward, he won't be able to deliver quite as much. I don't like this. I don't like this being a fair fight up there. Gotta take a more direct route. Dang it. I don't think there's any way to get him in combat. No. No room. Nope. Zone's too big with the vampire. Dang it. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll put him out here. Just for when, if anyone else comes. There should be at least one more. I mean, we have all the warp stone. The nice thing is that guy who went down, he doesn't lose it unless one of the Skaven scavenges him. So we should honestly be able to break their will with the vampire. So here's what I'm thinking, okay? We can either attack this chump, or we could disengage, go around, and try to break that champion. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling that one. We'll take a hit. No, I don't want to flee. I would want to disengage. Nah, we'll break him, because even if I... Okay. Do the best of both. I was not expecting that crit. And I just pinned myself inside this building, didn't I? So it doesn't even matter. Oh, man, I'm the worst. Wait, actually... No, because delay won't matter. You won't have a chance to move till then. Alright. Don't matter. This is just like Age of Sigmar, where model placement is everything, and I totally goofed that one. And apparently that one. So here's fundamentally why I failed this one, right? The last time I just made a stupid move and I went too aggressively with the vampire. But this one, I didn't... Oh my god, dude. They're hacking him up. I didn't account for the speed of the Skaven, because I definitely thought if it was any other faction, I would have had at least one more turn. Oh, that wasn't even who I wanted to hit. That middle guy is who I wanted to hit. In the arms of Nagash. Yeah. There's their leader. For the killing blow. Man. Okay, here's the plan. So at this point, we're just trying to kick the crap out of their leader and break their willpower. That's about the only solution I can think of. The nice thing is, because I situated myself in a doorway, only one more dude could possibly get into combat.
A new round has started.
They're so dang fast. Zombie deaths don't affect morale. Yeah, I'm not worried about me running away. I'm trying to break him. The nice thing is his hero keeps failing his bravery test, and so it's giving me more chances to fight, but I'm not doing well. That helps. So that was really good for me, because for whatever reason he just threw someone into combat that couldn't fight that round. Hopefully they're not raiding my cart. This is why you throw everything in the cart. Boom, dodgy vampire. So the priority is we're going to kill the leader. He's going to stand up next, but that's all right. We got to kill the leader, and then we got to kill that champion. And I think after doing that, the faction should break. Though admittedly, it's not good that he just passed that terror test. I'm so surprised the vampire doesn't hit better. I'm going to lose this one too, I think. I did do really well when I played my Sisters of Sigmar on stream, so I swear I'm not terrible at this game. I'm just terrible at every faction but them, apparently. Yeah. Your morale is critically low and just everyone's dead.
From the dust of defeat, the dead will arise.
Oh, man.
For the days of mortal foes are finite. We are eternal.
Alright. Full recovery. Okay, so he didn't take anything bad. That's fine. Full recovery. Okay, so no damage. Oh. Open wounds, minus 10 to melee range hit chance. He was already sucking so hard at hitting things. Fortunate return, and he just got a concussion. But losing one strategy point's a big deal in an army that already moves so slow. I'm not gonna fire anyone over it.
A new mission is available.
The nice thing is, though, if you look up here, the weird stone that I had in my cart did come back with me, so we actually have enough to meet our quota. So that's good. So we still made progress. And honestly, that's kind of the thing I like this game, where rarely are you ever just straight up not making progress. So we need to hire somebody. We need to hire a ghoul. And if we hire this ghoul, who is very expensive, we can customize their traits. Basically, there's a way to buy warriors that come with a whole bunch of unspent points already. And I think that's what we might do. Because I might crank up his agility so he can dodge attacks. And then his weapon skill so he can deliver them. because we need someone on this team who can do something. And then we're going to ignore leadership because once the vampire breaks, none of this matters. And he ignores most of the tests anyway. So we want alertness so he can do good ambushing. What do we want for skills? Mighty Charge. Minus 30 chance to hit, but it does more damage. Not super into that one. Quick Leap. Let's see. Someone's reading through some of the abilities and that kind of stuff. Place a trapped skull at a target location that explodes when an enemy approaches it. That sounds kind of cool. All fear and alone tests by. Ooh, that's a good one. So basically, the thing that I just gave it will, he has a bomb, and it doesn't hurt you, but it makes you go later down the line and makes you more susceptible to fear and terror and stuff. So, which obviously is something that my vampire leans heavily into. So this guy. Yeah, let's see. So we need to put the broken dude in reserve and take our cool guy out. There we go. Yep, there he is. Everybody else needs to get paid. Oh, we don't have enough gold. Let's go sell some stuff. So this is the balancing act of this game, and the reason why I do think it's incredibly fun. So, things cost money. You're dealing with two resources. You have the Weirdstone and you have money. And I feel like the real treasure of this game is the fact that money always means something. Like I always kind of hover in like the $300 to $0 range. Because everything costs money. All the treatments cost money. And the reason I think that's super good is because, like, if you're playing a game like Pokemon, right? In the first... let's go sell some more stuff. In the first 3 hours of playing any Pokemon game, you have beaten up enough 8-year-olds to be able to afford anything that you want. And that's no fun. Okay, confirm. I need $9, and then this next round, we're gonna go do something that makes money. And so the way we make money is we're gonna do this right now. Is basically we're gonna go and sell the Weirdstone that we collected. And then it'll take like 2 days for that shipment to reach them. And then as soon as it does, we get like a couple $100. So yeah. By the way, just appreciate you doing this again. Oh yeah, I want to do other stuff besides Sisters of Sigmar. But they are honestly the one that I am best at. I have a level like 6 or something warband, and a good rotation of characters. All my henchmen stay around for a while. It's just other factions that deviate from the like the very upfront forward melee thing that I really struggle with. But I do enjoy the game quite a bit. I really do like it. I might do Sisters of Sigmar more on stream, and then these other things practice more offline. But yeah. Anyway, so all of that, we can finally go to the next day. And we're just going to speed through because our hero needs... How much time has he got left? Oh my god, he's out for 5 days? That sucks. Have you thought about doing online play? Not really. I don't really care for playing against other people, to be honest. Can't do anything until our vampire hero is out of the hospital. There we go. Sweet. So I'm going to do is pause it here because this is a perfect mission for us to succeed at next time. And I'm going to go ahead and save up the game. So basically what's cool about this game is if you back out... Omni was asking about how it saves. So we can go to load warband. And you can see we have all the warbands we've tried. So that is... here's my Eyes of Sigmar. Oh, it's rank 5. Okay, but it's really, really good. Actually, I want to... oh, that's right. They're in the middle of a fight, so that would take me... So, like we were saying about the saving thing, right? I'm in the middle of a battle, but I can voluntarily lose. It's just not great. It's a very bad idea. To not do that, I would have to jump back into that battle and finish it up, which... Nah, I don't have time for that. I'm sorry, guys. But everything else, here's our vampires. And so you would just hop back into that system wherever you are. And of course, you can delete warbands and make new ones and that kind of thing. So it's all quite a bit of fun. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, friends. And we'll be back. We'll do this every once in a while. I think I play it quite a bit because it takes a while for videos to be exported. Like when I put all my lore videos and that kind of stuff together, it takes quite a while for those to actually be exported. So I play this in the background. So I might do that more often. I don't know. We'll check it out. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see. I'm probably going to be playing Sisters for a little bit because I don't embarrass myself nearly as much. And I'll chat with you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful night.